What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going down? What's shaking? Welcome to another episode of Super Black Comic Book Reviews by Jonathan Soul. Now, hold on. Let me put this on. I don't want to get nobody sick. No, I'm just playing. So, welcome to this, the COVID Corona Wutan video today. Give y'all something to read. Some of the creators are still mailing these out. Some of them are still mailing them out. I see one video of a brother who was sending out the Crescent City Monsters videos and stuff, whatever. Not videos, you know, the comics. But he had a mask on, which is hilarious. So anyway, so we still doing it. These are comics I'm saying y'all can read while you're sitting in quarantine. Okay? Quarantine. Because, you know, after it's all over, they're going to let us go back to our regular lives, right? There's no reason to be upset or anything, right? No. For real. They're going to let us go back. All right, then. So let me get into this little reading list here. So if you are familiar with my show, all of these books you're familiar with. The only book I would say that I haven't reviewed, which may be hard for you guys to get, is well, it's not hard to get. That's not true. The ones you have is this one, but I'll talk about this later. All right, so let's get into it. So I try not to keep you guys long. So, Diary of a Mad Black Werewolf, dun, 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 by Micheline Hess. You can get the book here. And talk to Micheline behind the scenes, and she's supposed to be coming on the show pretty soon. Long story short, she has a very unique take on the werewolf. And Diary of a Mad Black Werewolf, it's a sister who's a werewolf. She's hunting different people, you know, who done some bad things. And you know, she always catches her man, so to speak. I don't want to show you everything, but this is a good book. She has the most unique take on a werewolf that I've ever seen. So it's something that's really enjoyable to read. It's a beautiful spin on the werewolf mythos and African American culture. Okay, so definitely you guys can get the digital, I believe, and the print. All right, so Diary of a Mad Black Werewolf. All right. This one I talked about before. There's this version, and then there's something called the culturally insensitive version, which shit is hilarious, yo. So from Anthony, let's see here, from Anthony Piper. Basically, it's a spoof on the Justice League, but from somebody who loves Naruto and loves. He's spoof. It's almost like it's a mix of like. Anybody over 40 knows what Mad Magazine is. It's almost like Mad Magazine-esque kind of thing. But I put certain little tabs here because I thought something would be interesting, just to give you guys a sense. So, like I told you before, it's a spoof on the Justice League and people who love Naruto and so forth. So I was going to show you if you haven't seen it before. Oh, by the way, before I forget, you can get it here. You can still get it, I believe. Oh, by the way, he's doing like the last I heard on social media, Piper and his group is doing some kind of film project with 50 Cent, you know, the rapper. He has a film team, and they're doing something together. So anyway, this is one Denisha. You know who she's the analog for. You know Wolf Blitzer and Lemon. I just thought that was so hilarious. So anyway, but what I bookmarked was... So you got Swole Man, Swole Man, and Black Man, okay, Maine, I guess in the Southern draw. So they're sitting in there, you know, they're talking about, you know, Swole Man in particular is just talking about the challenges of relationships, I suppose. And I'm just putting that lightly. He says here, I'm just saying, Black, no man should be locked down before he's had his chance to see what's out there. I can fly, so I can see a lot. So he's talking about the girls, actually. So we don't see it, but you remember, okay, so remember I told you it's a spoof of the Justice League. So then the Justice League has somebody called Solomon Grundy. Well, now look at Donovan Money, which is hilarious. So he's in his orange jumper, of course. Correct. I don't know if y'all can see all of that. He's black man with the Afro pick, which is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, so this kind of thing is going on. And you want to run that back? That shit is hilarious. That's just so you definitely got to get this in your life. Now, the one thing I saw in this culturally insensitive, this is like an extra. He kind of profiles the different superheroes and characters or whatever. Whoops, sorry about that. And so is that the Joker? I don't know, but there was something in here which blew my mind. Let me find it. I got to make sure. Let me do this off just in case I don't want to show y'all something that get flagged on YouTube. Hold on, let me see. Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Okay, that's all I wanted to show y'all. It says, I had my doubts about letting you in the league, but the way you handled yourself back there, I'm glad I reconsidered. You're definitely better than my old sidekick. You want to talk about me like I'm not sitting here? That's right, black man fighting together to rid the streets of these criminals, blah, blah, blah. So you know who that is. So anyway, so if y'all didn't know, that's supposed to be Bernie. Okay, I just thought the shit was hilarious. Whoa. Is that who I think it is? Okay. Anyway, you got to get this in your life, okay? Truly, get both of them. Now, you can get these on digital in the event that Anthony isn't mailing stuff out while we're on quarantine, okay? All right, putting these aside. Void Beast by my man Matthew Jones. A terrific manga talking about werewolves and black holes and all kinds of shit like that. Very groovy comic. Very great art. This is terrific stuff here. So if you like that kind of thing, and all these books I'm giving you are like 100 pages. So it'll take you a little bit to get through them. So Void Beast, you can get it here. All right. And I put all the links in the little description thing, tell you where to get them. In case I forget. And if I forget, you can hit me up on Twitter here. Say, hey, Jonathan, you forgot to tell us where to get it. Or you could just Google. All right. This is one of my favorites. I sat down and read this thing all day, and I'm slow. Wimberly, Prince of Cats. This is on Image now. Now, this is basically his remix of Romeo and Juliet. And I love it because he kind of takes it and puts it in the context of a 80s hip-hop Washington, D.C. kind of vibration. So it's just terrific. Now, it's a very violent book because the overarching theme, besides the romance that's going on in the background and the guys competing with each other, it's these sword fights. It's almost like a number one headband kind of vibe. And they're moving up in the ranks, and this newspaper is tracking them. And this photographer girl has like a like a romance with with this brother here, Tybolt. And so you definitely got to check it out. It's definitely for adults, meaning a kid wouldn't have the patience, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Tybolt. Yeah, number 3, Tybolt. And Tybolt. So it's so much good stuff in here. You say Shakespeare, that's lame. Well, if you think it's lame, you should probably just leave. You know what I'm saying? But if you love the English language like I do, you'll be patient and look now. So he's going to the circus. No, not the circus, the carnival with this young lady. And let me see if I can find it. This is what I mean when I say taking hip hop and he kind of, So you can see where they are, right? So I'm reading here. That wooden skeleton doth rattle my nerve. The night is warm, the sky is clear. The spring breeze, it whispers summer's name. Let's ride the wheel, eavesdrop on the season's conversation, and gaze on Astroworld from above. Now, there was no Astroworld in Shakespeare's time. So it's just kind of beautiful the way he kind of weaves that in. And there's other stuff going on and stuff like that. The art is just magical. You know what I mean? It has a simple sophistication about it. There are just some epic panels. Epic fucking panels here, yo. Epic panels. Look at the emotion in this cell right here. Look at that. There was another one which I thought was kind of groovy, and I mentioned this last time I reviewed it. So this is the photographer, and this is Tybalt, who's like, the top swordsman, and he's trying to kill his way up the ranks, so to speak. And they're defending their clan, because he's part of one clan, and the other group is a part of another clan. So it's kind of funny. So this guy is trying to get her attention or whatever, but she's already with somebody, right? She's already with somebody. So, what noise was that? A nagging wind. That's fucked up. You could have breathed your last back in the alley and die, a bled mosquito trapped in time within your amber celluloid. You'd like that. So she's a photographer. You get it? So I'm sure there wasn't no photography in Shakespeare's time. They probably didn't even have the iPhone 1. And then they kind of go back and forth. And then I love this line here. It says, the loins speak truth, the mouth she lies. The fairest sex doth secretly admire a villain, and women often criticize the very men they secretly most desire. So basically, girls love bad boys is the idea behind it, which I thought was kind of cute. But it was nice the way he kind of weaved this in. Now this book is very, very violent. Okay, it's very, very violent. So this is for adults, in my opinion, 18 and above. I'm an overprotective parent. Some of the guys might say, I give it to my kids younger. That's on you. But the hardcover's gone, so all you can get is a soft cover from Amazon. So you can get it from here. I tried getting it from a few months back from image.com, but it's nothing there. So I just go to Amazon and get it. All right. Ronald Wimberly. Yeah. Put this away. And all these books are thick, so they'll give you stuff to read. Now, I just got this in. And I haven't read it yet. But it's from Stranger Comics, Stranger Comics. So I trust these guys. So, Sebastian Jones and them. I trust these guys. So this is kind of like Conan the Barbarian, Elves kind of vibration. The art is fucking gorgeous, yo. Fucking gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. So I have to sit down and read it now that we're on lockdown. Spend some time and get with it and so forth. But yeah, so this is Dusu, Path of the Ancient from Stranger Comics. You can get it here. When I can, I always try to get like either hardcover or autograph or something, just because I just like that, add that uniqueness to my collection. Now this is something that definitely for teens, I would say, just going through the art and so forth like that. But it looks really awesome. All right. Okay. Almost done here. Oh my goodness, we have 13 minutes. This is the Black community's Superman. This is Brother Man Revelation. This is the prequel to the Brother Man comic book series. I hit those brothers up on Instagram a few months back, telling them we got to get version 2 out. I know everybody's busy and stuff, but you got to complete the trilogy. I'm sure it's supposed to be a trilogy. You got to complete it. I said it's a trilogy. I might be wrong. I like to read, so, Now, I kind of put a bookmark in where stuff I think is, really unique about the book. The art, of course, is beautiful. The lines, the inks, the colors are magical. And this has a very nice psychedelic feel. But the thing that makes Brother Man, to me, so important to the African American community and to the world at large is that it highlights the best in the African American community, period. You know what I mean? So this is a prequel. It kind of talks about how it's a prequel. It's a prequel to this. You know what I mean? The original. Brother Man when he was a vigilante and stuff. So right here, he kind of finishes and he's wounded. The police is running, So So he's making his way back home. And so to me, I can skip a lot of stuff, but this is the center of the book. So he's sneaking in. He's trying to get back home quietly. He doesn't want to bother everybody. You know, mom, dad. He's about to go upstairs. He's going to the kitchen. We're in the kitchen. Where have you been? Get down here. You know, now you can look at that face. You can look at that face and you can see, oh shit, I might be in trouble. You know what I mean? And then boom. When the last time you just seen a black family in the comics, yo? Just a black family sitting around a kitchen table, chilling. You know what I mean? Took you a long time to get home. You should have been here an hour ago. Sorry, Dad. When the last time you seen that shit? Huh? You know, it's very rare. And this right here, to me, is the center of the universe. It's the center of the universe. This is why this book is important. If you don't understand the importance of it, keep watching my videos and it'll click. You know, you can have all kinds of superpowers and galactic, this, that, and the third, but you know what? This is what you rarely see. You rarely see this. You know, the dynamic of a black family. You know, the strength of a father, the nurturing of a mother. Your little sister teasing you. You know what I mean? You don't see that. I haven't seen it. You see a lot of violence, a lot of horror. When I look at Marvel and DC and some of their books, man, this shit is like horror movies nowadays. The last series I bought was Fear Itself, Marvel. Mike Chill did the covers. Them covers was better than the story. And that shit was just horror, man. Just people fighting, you know what I mean? Like they ran out of ideas. This is the center of the universe where I'm concerned. This is the center of the universe. Look at that, man. Look at that. Ooh, Tony, you in trouble. So anyway, I love Brother Man. And I love what these three brothers have done. To bring, like, you know, to put this back on the scene again. You know that Daoud's artwork has been put in the Smithsonian, the African American Smithsonian. Yeah, a lot of his stuff has been put there. So anyway, all right, almost done. I think this has the potential to become a classic. This is also from Stranger Comics. Oops, this is my this is one of my herbs, so to keep the COVID away. So this is Niobe, She Is Life. You can find more at Stranger Comics. They have like a Niobe, She Is Death and so forth like that. Conan the Barbarian, Lord of the Ringsy kind of vibration. You know what I mean? Beautiful artwork. A journey of self-discovery of this young lady. I think the character is based on Amanda Stenberg. She was the little black girl in Hunger Games, I believe. And, you know, so yes, it's very beautiful artwork, very groovy story. And so this is something, you know, plenty of pages for you to kind of get lost in. All right. Niobe, She's Life. And lastly, one of my favorites is Day Black. I bought this used, man, because I gave away my new copies. Let me get my collection back in order, man. I got to get some new joints. The vampire who became a tattoo artist in Day Black, Georgia. And, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful take on a vampire. Keith Cross, who's the creator and illustrator, he really sat down and really thought about, okay, this guy's a vampire. He's in a town that has smog 24/7, so he can walk around during the day. How would he occupy his time? And he really came up with some wonderful ideas. One of the things that I really enjoyed, and I think this is because Keith is actually a tattoo artist. He's like a real life tattoo artist. He's not a vampire, okay? He's not a vampire, but he is a real tattoo artist. Now, so it's a line in his shop. His shop is called Blood Money, I think, Tattoos, something like that. I saw it in here someplace. I think it's like Blood Money Tattoos or whatever. But so it says, okay, on the days like this, let's see, on days like this, I move through the crowd, quiet, unnoticed. I don't care who's next or how long they waited. I pick my next customer by who has the loudest blood flow. This crowd sounds like Niagara Falls. Certain variables also influence who I choose to tattoo next. For example, a skinny girl will get skipped over simply because getting blood from her is like sucking a milkshake through a narrow ass straw. Your face would cave in. Okay. Now I don't know if you peeped the little metaphor, and you know what I mean, the little spot color of the blood there. Uh, okay. Which is why I prefer a wide mouth straw. If their blood checks out after I tat, then I can drink from a thick chick all night without draining her. And so this kind of shows how he kind of picks his victims, kind of a thing. And there's the other part to the story. He has a narcolepsy, where he just falls asleep at the most inconvenient times, and that's enough. But anyway, this book is a lot, and there's a second one here. Second one here. I'm not gonna tell you who these people are, but yeah. So this is definitely a book that you should add to your collection, and it's something that you can read while you're on lockdown with this COVID-19 quarantine. All right. Love you guys. Stay safe. Hope all your dreams come true. Jonathan. So holler at me on Twitter if you want to talk comics and stuff. If you go there, you'll see I do a little politics kind of a thing. If you're somebody who's real passionate about it and you get angry at other people who don't believe the way you believe, then let's not even talk about that, because it's not that heavy. Them people don't love us anyway. They don't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? If that little, what do you call that thing they give, that stimulus didn't show you anything, they're gonna give the corporations mad dough, and we can't know who it is for 6 months. And the money that they're giving dwarfs the amount of money that people are getting. You know what I mean? So they don't give a fuck about us. But anyway, this is John the Soul, johnthesoul.com. Hope all your dreams come true. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And if you can, stay home. Hang out in the backyard, walk around the neighborhood or whatever, but stay home. Don't get yourself sick, okay? Until this shit blows over. Love you guys. Hope all your dreams come true. Stay safe. Peace.